What's the story, guys? So apologies first of all for not getting my fortnightly blog in. Just been really busy with college, but back on track now. Back on track. Going to be studying for exams now because we have the bulk of our work out of the way, so actually suits me better. So yeah, excuse the sleepy head. It's Saturday morning. Gonna go to the gym and train shoulders and hammies and abs. Right guys, so a big focus of my training during my off season is going to be on my back and my deltoids. So as a natural bodybuilder, one of the most difficult parts to develop are the shoulders. So for those big rounded aesthetic looking shoulders, the focus of your training should be on the medial and posterior deltoid. So here I'm doing a tricep. All the focus is on the medial deltoid. So the first exercise was leaning out with the dumbbell, the next a cable raise, and then finally I'm standing up straight and just a normal single arm dumbbell raise. Doing these three exercises together, you're going to overload the muscle on different parts of the strength curve. So normally lateral raises are done standing or seated and they only hit one part of the strength curve, where with this tricep you're hitting all three. Next up I did face pull, so targeting the posterior deltoid. This is a great exercise when done right. So nice, slow and controlled, focus on squeezing the rear delt as I bring it in and stretching it on the way out. So there doesn't need a huge amount of weight, you don't want to be bringing momentum in it, you really want to just be focusing on the muscle working. Next up I moved on to some glute work, so I supersetted Smith machine glute raise with RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. So here the focus is on squeezing my glutes as hard as possible at the top of the movement. Not a huge amount of weight because I'm doing a superset, but this is an ideal exercise for females, especially if they're trying to tone up their behinds basically. But yeah, just focus on the squeeze rather than a huge amount of weight. Next I moved on to some abdominal work. So this is a new exercise I've introduced. I really like it. It's basically a Russian twist, but you're using the cables. So you're keeping tension on the abdominals at all times, squeezing your core as tight as possible and just hitting the obliques going from side to side. I think abdominals are definitely a muscle group that you should look to switch up as much as possible, introducing different exercises in, and that's a great one I find anyways. Next I moved on to just a little bit of lower abdominal work, so just a bench reverse crunch. I did some hanging leg raises earlier, so not a huge incline, but again just focusing on squeezing those lower abdominals. My back isn't coming all the way down, so I'm keeping tension on the abs at all times. So crack guys, so back from the gym, just gonna have my post-workout meal. I generally try and keep post-workout biggest, most kind of not calorie dense, but biggest meal of the day, especially in terms of protein and carbs, because post-workout your body's ability to absorb nutrients is greatly enhanced or greatly increased. So prime opportunity to get a shitload of carbohydrates in, help your body recover right off the bat, straight off the bat. So yeah, having my typical Cocoa Pops and oats and whey protein. I normally study in college, but I'm gonna stick at home today because it would have taken me fucking ages to get in, and I don't have time to waste. I have to do my lit review and get back to clients because I've been taking the piss lately, to be honest. Just being very focused on college, and I said that from the start of the year. My number one priority for this year is unfortunately college. I want that 2-1, possibly a 1-1, and yeah, I'm driven to get that. So what's the story, guys? So just getting back to clients, getting stuff done now, thankfully. One thing I'd seriously recommend in terms of goal setting, obviously, long term and short term, is writing your goals down, whether it be for the day, for the week, for the month. Okay, so when you have something down concrete on paper, it makes that goal so much more realistic than just having it in your head. And that's the same for to-do lists. Okay, so I have 4 things I want to achieve today. It is a Sunday, so I'm not going to kill myself with work today. But there are 4 things that I want to get done. One of them is to get this YouTube video up. So if I was to start my day and have in my head, yeah, okay, I want to get back to clients, I want to get programs finished, I want to do the YouTube video, and I want to get my lit review reworded. That's in my head, it's not concrete, and more than likely I'll just piss about for the day and I won't get anything done. Whereas if you have it there in front of you, they're the 4 things I want to achieve. They're not unachievable for the day. They're very realistic goals. I'll get those 4 things done, and that's 4 things out of the way that I don't have to worry about for the rest of the day. So yeah, like, I mean, the 4 objectives I have for today are very realistic, they're doable, and then when I have those 4 done, they're off my mind, and you know, you get a sense of accomplishment from doing those day-to-day chores, those small things. So whatever it is, whether you're in college, work, whatever, definitely a to-do list is a very effective way of being productive and stopping that procrastination. I don't know what it is today. Geez, Sunday. I just can't spit these words out. But gonna get back to my to-do list, guys, and I'll catch you later. What's the crack, guys? I just wanted to touch on something briefly while it came to mind. Last night I went into town to meet one of my friends who was home for the night from London. I ended up meeting two other friends as well. I only intended on going in for one and ended up having 5 or 6 drinks, and woke up today fresh as a daisy, in fairness. Got to the gym, got getting work done. But you know, a few years ago I would have been very, very, not anti-socializing, but I wouldn't have made room for it. I was very focused on my training, you know, eating, prepping meals, you know, just totally focused and engrossed on improving my physique. And that's a huge part of my life now, but the difference is I make plenty of room for enjoying myself, for socializing, for meeting friends, and as a result I'm a hell of a lot happier because of it. Having been on both ends of the spectrum, it is much more important to have a life, to have experiences, to have a laugh, than it is to just completely block all of that out and you have one goal in mind, and you know, that is to have the best physique in the world. You know, winning competitions mean feck all at the end of the day. You know, they should be such a small part of your life. Bodybuilding training, it's a hobby. Fair enough, you can make a career out of it, the select few, but it's a hobby at the end of the day. So what I'm saying is, never just cut off socializing, cut off friends, cut off having a laugh, having experiences over, you know, exercising, prepping meals, all that jazz. You know, there is 100% room for both. And I personally believe, and it's taken me a while to believe this and to learn this, but those experiences and those memories are far more important than the memories you have up on stage or in the gym, or making gains. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I think I've touched on a few things today. Please remember to like and subscribe to the video. Hopefully it's some stuff of benefit in this one, and more to come. I'll catch you later, guys.